Time now for a look at business with Mike Eppel from CityNews 680. Mike, good morning, sir. You good?
Yeah, I'm very good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Mike Eppel's been working from home for quite some time, yet has been one of the most effective people in the country at what he does. And with this, Mr. Eppel, being National Work From Home Day, we're asking people at home, where do you stand on it? What are some of the things going through your mind as we tackle this topic today?
First off, who knew that National Work From Home Day was a thing?
Valid point. Just found out yesterday.
I'm guessing it wasn't a couple of years ago.
Correct. It's really blossomed for some reason.
Strange how that works. Look, Sid, in my case, it works great. You know, we do live approximately 50 minutes from the office. Everything I do here, I can do at the office. So, you know, given the choice, we're not supposed to be driving as much and burning fossil fuels, and the amount of gas savings on that alone is quite substantial. And yeah, you know, I help with the kids in the morning and, you know, all these other things that you can't do if you're in the office. Do I miss my coworkers? Absolutely. Right now, though, still sticking from home.
Does the city's downtown core miss workers?
Yes. Yes, it does, actually. That's and that's something that we've been seeing with the work from home hybrid model, where people are going to the office, say, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but then staying home and working from the home office on Mondays and Wednesdays. And how, as a small business operator, for example, Sid, do you adjust to that from a staffing level? So you're only at full capacity 3 days a week instead of 5? You know, it's a real conundrum, certainly for the operators in the downtown core. The weird thing, or perplexing thing to me, Sid, is that anytime I do drive into the city, and we keep hearing that people are working from home and not going to the city, yet and all the DVP and the Gardner are jammed 24/7.
Well,
I try to figure that out.
Yeah,
where's everybody going?
Well, it's one of the great mysteries of our time, isn't it? Because I'm driving.
So does that just mean people are not taking transit and they're driving, or is it just this natural growth of the city and the infrastructure hasn't kept up?
Well, I mean, it is shocking how people drive, considering the world-class transit the city of Toronto has. But anyway, that's a whole topic for another day. But in terms of businesses and realty really needing people to come back downtown, it is an issue, and it continues to be talked about. To be continued on a later date. You sound off is on working from home. We'll get your take in a second. Let's move on here, Mike. And I was driving in this morning listening to CityNews 680, and I heard a statistic that in the States, travel this May 2-4 weekend will be the most that country's seen since 2005.
That's not a surprise.
There are people itching to move around, and I think Westjet's pilots are well aware of that.
Well, and I'm thinking this thing is going to see a full shutdown of Westjet on Friday. If you believe what the CEO of Westjet's saying, that they are a big distance apart, a huge gap between what the pilots are asking for and what the company's offering, they're going to get resolution this late in the game, where all of a sudden Westjet's going to fold and or give in and give the pilots a big wage increase. The problem, Sid, is from a negotiating standpoint, Delta Airlines in the States earlier this year gave their pilots a big raise. And the Westjet pilots are saying, hey, what's going on over there, and how come we're not getting that much? Now, that's in U.S. dollars. So that's a non-starter, but yeah, this is going to be. I'll be surprised actually if we don't see WestJet shut down Friday morning. Air Canada's stock was up yesterday. Markets thinking that Air Canada is going to pick up some business. Flair Airlines is already adding flights in anticipation they're going to gain market share from WestJet's problems.
This is going to be a big one again. 3 a.m. early Friday morning is the deadline here, and Mike, I have to say. We've been running.
They have to announce it, though, before that, don't they?
Oh, correct. Well, it'll be late-ish Thursday night, though. I mean, some people might be asleep when it happens. I have to say, the video of all the pilots in uniform standing shoulder to shoulder, it's the most serious-ish protest you're going to see. But we'll just move on.
So well-dressed.
Yes, it is. It definitely gives off an image. We got 30 seconds here. Interest rates for the month of April were announced this week. No bueno.
Well, inflation.
Inflation. Excuse me. Inflation.
4.4%. So it went up. It went up in April. It didn't. It was on a 10-month downward trajectory. Now it's going back up again. What happened in April? Oh, the carbon tax came in. Gas prices went up. And we saw grocery prices still 9%. Do not be surprised, Sid, if next month when the Bank of Canada meets on June 7th, they're still going to be jawboning the idea of, well, we got to raise interest rates. We might have to raise interest rates because inflation is too high. They're not going to raise interest rates quite yet. But it's not out of the question they could again. And forget about an interest rate reduction. There was some bet in the market about that. That's not happening. That's not happening.
Look, if we get a federal election in this country here, Mike, within the next year or so, and this keeps happening, and the Bank of Canada doesn't relent because they don't feel they can, that's the recipe for a change election. I'm just historically, that's what usually happens. I don't care what level of government you're at in this country. When things aren't going well financially, there's change. We'll see how it happens. Mike, once again, comment. For sure. Working from home again. Great hit today. Good job. Good job, Mike. Mike Eppel, City News 680.
See you tomorrow.
Appreciate you. All right.